So this is a charity title boxing belt, and your boxers in the ring. In the red corner, representing Brixie's Fight Club in Norwich, Adam Brazil. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing the Cobra Gym Kings Lynn, Mark Greenacres. Three 2-minute rounds for the title belt.
So, a charity title boxing bout. Adam Brazil, Brixie's Fight Club Norwich against Mark Greenacre, hometown favourite from the Cobra Gym. And Chris, I've seen Mark Greenacre fight on a number of occasions. He's an all-action fighter. He loves to entertain his fans, and he's always in an all-action fight.
Tons of energy from Mark Greenacre. Been with his head coach Del Mann for years now, and obviously has a great local following here. You can hear just the absolute roar from the fans in the house tonight. So, interesting matchup against Brazil. Brazil doing real good evasive sort of maneuvers here to keep circling away from the power of Greenacre.
Well, he's the taller man. He's using the jab well, but you can see what Mark likes to do. He wants to get inside and work with you. He likes it when they're throwing the leather.
And you can hear Mark literally shouting every time he throws a strike. Very intense fighter. And Brazil, with a touch of gloves there, obviously a little bit of an unintentional struggle, but we're back at it.
Yeah, Greenacre felt he was pushed away there when he was in the heat of the action. But for me, it's a simple equation. Can Greenacre get inside? Can Brazil keep him away?
And Greenacre is just a real menace here. Very, very deadly boxer, but it seems to me Brazil has caught sort of his moments of entry and timing. Brazil landing a couple of nice shots there, but Greenacre defending. Greenacre drops his hands as he comes in though, Malcolm. That's a little worrying to me, especially against a guy with a bit more range on you.
Well, you saw there, Brazil was lucky. He was all over the place in terms of disorientation, but Greenacre didn't capitalise with the heavy shot. So this is still, for me, Chris, delicately poised.
And the Briggsie's fighter doing very nicely with 1-2 combinations there, 4 times in a row actually. And seems to have frustrated Greenacre a little bit, especially as he moves away. Greenacre tries to chase him down, and then obviously Brazil with that 1-2, that jab cross, very effective, especially when you've got longer arms.
That's the perfect tactic, Chris, is you let your man come in, you let him get to a certain level, then you catch him with the jab coming in. So for all Mark Greenacre's work, you've got to go with the man really from the red corner.
Interesting intensity from Greenacre. I mean, that guy is a very dangerous power striker. But Brazil kept moving and kept mobile. He ran away a little bit. Smart tactics, and Greenacre to land that jab too very effectively at times, Malcolm. Great first round.
So round 2 of 3, and Mark Greenacre really needs to get inside Adam Brazil to get his work done. Brazil just needs to keep doing what he did from the middle of the first round and try and frustrate his man as he comes in.
Interesting advice there in the Brazil camp. You know, they said, look, it's 2 more minutes, 120 more seconds. I want jab, 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 jab. Jab 2. Keep those straight punches and bunches right down the pipe. And
better from Greenacre though. You heard the body shots that come in. He must capitalise every time he gets inside. Do not walk him down and then fail to score.
But the problem is with Greenacre, sometimes when he walks him down, it's a little bit of a reckless abandon in the sense that those hands aren't up covering. There we go, better cover from Greenacre there. But I feel like if oh man, it was interesting to see that Brazil came in after him. I was saying, if Greenacre sort of make Brazil come after him a little bit, perhaps he can time his assault a little bit more appropriately.
That's right, Chris, because as you've mentioned, what's happening with Mark at the moment, he's coming in at one pace and looking to get there, He's unafraid of what Brazil is going to throw. I understand that, but if Brazil's picking up points, it still defeats the object.
Exactly. It's sort of like one pace, one direction, and there's no doubt that Greenacre has those skills to find the outcome he's looking for, but the problem is it's just a bit too predictable at this point.
That one hurt Brazil, though, but he took a big step back there from the punishing shot from Greenacre, and he must capitalize every time he gets in.
And heavy leather from Greenacre again, but finds himself up against the ropes, but just sort of walks his opponent down again. I mean, it's kind of magical to see a guy just come in there and be like, what? Reminds me of guys like Nick Diaz in MMA.
Yeah, you know what he wants. He's a seek and destroy missile. And do you know what? Brazil is tiring. It's actually becoming effective for Mark Greenacre now.
This is so exciting too, to see Greenacre kind of like a lone gunslinger going in there to try to land those big bombs. Look at this. He just comes there. He's like, yeah, all right. What do you got, man? And just cranks with those body shots when it ends up close. That's just incredible. We'll see.
So with that second round down, did he share it or did Greenacre actually turn it around?
Who knows? I mean, it really depends on what the judges are seeing. You know, are they seeing Greenacre's aggression, his obviously willingness to push the pace and come inside? Or are they looking at Greenacre's sort of movement and then more weighing in the scoring on his opponent's evasive action, landing those jabs and those twos? But I feel like Greenacre's pressing the action a little bit more, Malk. It's an interesting precedent and a fantastic dichotomy of boxing styles here.
So Chris, this is still so delicately poised. Either man could really take this with a big round now.
I feel like round two is probably a little bit closer than round one. That being said, whose strategy is going to find the way through in this round? That is the biggest question. Both these fighters obviously employing, significantly different approaches, and it's Greenacre landing more so far.
Well, you can hear the crowd's response to Greenacre's tactics. As we said, he's a seek and destroy missile. He goes in there, he wants to throw the bombs. And my problem is, in the first round, he took shots cleanly coming in. But you feel that this roughhouse tactic has slowed and tired out of Brazil to the point that actually Mark's tactics now when he walks forward are having more success.
And the fatigue setting in on Brazil noticeably as his corner just shouts for movement away from the sort of ropes and trying to find that 1-2 combination again. They were screaming 1-2, jab, cross. And Greenacre just really chucking heavy leather in here. Everything but the kitchen sink as an opponent.
Well, that's the thing. He's just walking through the shots of Brazil. Oh, but a big uppercut by Brazil as Greenacre came in, yet you wouldn't have thought it landed.
Fantastic connection from Brazil there, but he still finds himself on his back foot at the cost of Greenacre's unbelievably aggressive style.
And again, Brazil doing the right thing.
Oh!
Right hand from Greenacre.
Oh my goodness! Greenacre with a big right hook. And Brazil gasps for air, man. That guy is so tired, but he's got so much heart. These two just fighting on instinct right now, Malcolm. And
well, this is why Mark's having success, but he hasn't changed his tactics. He's been like a dog after a bone, and by round three, Brazil has really felt the pace of this attack from Greenacre.
And that pace probably taking the edge on the scorecards as well. This is going to be interesting. Round.
And they entered with a